Have you ever canoed down a babbling brook?
No, but I have cried at a Taco Bell.
Oh, same thing. Listen up, campers.
It's time to buckle up, pitch a tent, and take a hike.
Because Camp Counselors is a variety show.
So prepare for a good old-fashioned kumbaya,
Weird news,
hot gossip,
and scary stories around the campfire.
so spooky.
Is this podcast even about camping?
No, but it is camp. This is Camp Counselors.
Hey, happy campers.
Welcome back to Camp Shady Birch.
It is week 161 here at camp.
It is like so good to be back in stew, back in cabin. We've been on the road for 8 days and I'm just happy to be home.
No, me too. I cried on the couch with Buffy last night because I missed her. I was going to send you a picture, but I didn't want to like down your time.
I know. We have a very, and I like immediately went to a friend's birthday party.
I know.
And it was our 5-year anniversary.
And it was,
anniversary.
Yeah. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
Yeah, and it was, and people were like, my parents were like, you're not doing anything. I'm like, we just came home from 8 days on tour. Jonathan's going to want to be home and I have to see a friend for her birthday. And like, we spend every minute together. So
yeah. And we did kind of celebrate, good
our
segue.
anniversary. We
did. In New York. Maybe you've heard of it. It is rather new. We went to see Death Becomes Her, which was great.
Yeah, that was kind of like the pre-anniversary treat for ourselves. And then maybe tomorrow night we'll go to we'll get some Mexican food or something.
Oh my God, at our favorite Mexican spot. Yes.
We love to get a little wasted and a little frisky on margaritas.
I'm gonna get my cucumber margarita because it's light, it's refreshing, and it's basically a salad.
You love a cucumber-based libation.
I love cucumber anything, really.
You don't
and
really
I love pickle.
I don't think you really, I never see you eat cucumber raw.
I do like cucumber raw, but sometimes when I buy it, I'm like, oh, that's a lot of work to get to the eating part.
Is it though?
Like, well, we gotta skin it.
Like
we
really, there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat, and we're not gonna get into it here. But we're back, and we're so blessed to be here. So thank you for continuing to come back week after week. There were so many campers in our shows this week. Today we're talking New York, we're talking Salt Lake City, and we're talking Portland, Oregon. And let's kind of like run through, let's catch up the girls and the gays and the husbands about what we've been up to this week. Cause it's been it's genuinely been one of the busiest weeks of my life.
It truly has. And campers, you're gonna want to stick around for the Mormon of it all. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But what else did we do in New York?
Well, New York was amazing because there was we don't live in New York currently right now. There's always an opportunity for us to kind of go back. We're still kind of mulling over like having a spot there too, but Mass will always be home. Okay. We have to tell the campers.
Massachusetts, not church, of course.
Yeah, no, Massachusetts. I call it Mass, and I guess people don't know what that means if you're not from here.
I didn't when I first started dating you, because everyone here just calls Massachusetts Mass, which is like, it's easier to say. Massachusetts, there's like at least 18 syllables, not even being dramatic about it.
It's a mouthful.
It is, but we were in New York when you were doing something, you were telling someone you were from Mass, and it just went in one ear and out the other. And I was like, Massachusetts.
So every time I'm back in the city, my like managers and agents, they're always trying to get me to do 100 different like little things there.
Maximizing the time, I understand.
Which I feel like is so irritating sometimes because it's like, I don't need to be like in an Uber to the next spot, to the next filming thing, to the next shot, shoot, interview, question, meeting. It's
a lot.
I'm here, like when I'm on the road, my goal, I'm not even making content. It's like, I'm here to perform these shows because if you bought a ticket to see us, you're getting my undivided attention. So it's like, let's stop
watering it down.
Oh my God. But it was fine because we had extra days there. So I did get to film this Instagram show. It's called Brooklyn Coffee Shop. They do like these like fun, like acting skits. And usually when I make videos, you guys, everything is off the cuff. Like I have an idea, but I improv so much of it. And this was like a full scripted shoot. And I was really nervous because I didn't want to mess up my lines, but we did the full first take. And there's people actively laughing behind the camera. And I was like,
yes, it's a win.
So I really hope it comes out funny. So that'll be fun.
I'm sure it will. Yeah. I didn't get to see it. I was there, but
you couldn't be in the
shop.
Yeah, well, obviously you can't be like holding my hand
little
during
coffee shop.
Yeah, they were filming. We can't be like kissing while they're filming. I have to work, honey. So Jonathan's outside. Sorry, I was working, and it's like literally the tiniest coffee shop, and it's a real coffee shop. And then they film these bits in it after it's closed, which is really funny. Like people love like cameo appearances. That's kind of the way the industry is. And our team here at Podcast One is always like, get a guest. I'm always like, we have more fun alone. So I did that. Then we did the show. And Town Hall, if you were in that New York City audience, that will be a memory for me forever.
Such a good show.
In like this industry, there's these kind of like really insane venues that people like dream of playing, right? And Town Hall is one of those spaces for a lot of people. And I feel so incredibly lucky that you guys came. Also, we've only been doing this for like a year and a half. So to be in such like a landmark spot, it's basically in Times Square. It's on 45th Street or something, or
we're like
42nd
on the corner, the block over.
We can basically see the M&M store. I can smell the Krispy Kreme, and I can see the Elmo with his head off smoking a cigarette.
Minky and Minty are nearby.
Minky and Minty are actually like
trying to get in.
Yeah, they're screaming. They were in the audience. So like, no, but to be doing that show there was insane, and the audience was incredible. And I was just super proud of that show. So if you were there,
it was a great show. It was definitely up in like the top maybe 3.
For you?
Yeah, and I think performance-wise for both of us, and crowd-wise, all of it, all around.
Yeah, it was a real treat. So thank you guys for coming there. And then we went out with some friends after. I want to say shout out to my friend Ashley, because Ashley is the kind of girl who is going to order shepherd's pie at 11 o'clock at night at the bar. When you look over at your friend and she's having a glass of red wine at an Irish bar in Times Square with a full plate of shepherd's pie.
She was so hype on it too. She was like, I'm getting the shepherd's pie.
Everyone in the room, they're laughing. They're gawking. They're like, she's so crazy. Me, as a big back, I go,
she's onto something.
I said, let me try it. Pass me the spoon. Take a bite. So incredible. And I said, good for you. You can always get everyone goes, French fries, burgers, chicken
too
fingers.
Simple.
Yeah, late night. No, I'm looking for late night shepherd's pie of it all.
Yeah, kitchen's closing. I'm going to need you to reopen, because we're getting mashed potatoes on top of lentils, on top of some sort of beef. Is it beef? Steak?
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
not
lentils.
Sure what's in
Why
it.
do you?
Well, because I put lentils in mine.
No one is championing. No one is platforming lentils secretly like Jonathan is. Jonathan tries to sneak lentils into everything, and I'm like, stop! I don't want your lentils.
I love them. You're supposed to soak them like almond.
Yeah, you love aquafaba as.
I do. What can I say?
So shout out to Ashley, because I just think as a collective,
and then everyone was jealous.
I'm thinking we should have, for the camp here, we should be having late night shepherd's pie, like in the snack shack.
And we gotta love that.
Because we're only offering Utz chips right now and Nerds candies.
Yeah.
And it's not even the ropes.
Maybe we'll put some in the vending machines. We'll put them in little Ziplocs.
Have you ever made a homemade Nerds rope?
Why would I do that when I can purchase?
It's when you take a twister pull apart and you pull a strand off, and then you suck it on it, and then you roll it in Nerds.
And then microwave it.
Listen, it's an abomination to nerds everywhere.
Is that what you were trying to say?
No, because when it was coming out, I was like, wait, I need to make this joke because I love that Meg Thee Stallion video.
Oh my God, I can't.
You know what was crazy? Speaking of food, what I did the next day?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know if I can talk about this, so I'm going to be super vague, but I'm just so excited. I did First We Feast, which is the network that does hot ones. So, and I posted on my story, and everyone's like, you're doing hot ones. And I didn't do the sit down with, what's his name?
Sean.
With Sean. But they have like a digital one that's like very much like for TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, where it's like you do the hot ones, like it's called the Truth or Dab, and you read questions off a piece of paper and you either answer truthfully or you have to eat a level 10 spicy chicken wing.
And they were all level 10, and it's the real wings and the real sauce that they use on the show. I was so excited. I don't even eat chicken. I was like, let me smell it.
Well, it was so exciting just to like be asked to do this. And I told them I would not talk about the questions. But what I will say before you see it, I'm a little nervous. And this might not even be out already at this point, but we'll see. But for context for me, one thing about me is I am that person that will say something controversial to keep the story going. So the whole point is they're asking these kind of like hot button questions, knowing that you're not going to answer them and you're going to have to eat the chicken. But I found myself always wanting to answer.
Yeah.
They're like, who's a person you want to block? Like, who do you hate? Like, and I won't tell you what I said, but afterwards I was like, should I have said that? They're like, who's your highest paid brand deal? And I said, I can't tell you that, but I'll tell you who it wasn't. And then I said a very big brand that I've worked with. And it's like, I don't know, like the people behind the cameras were like literally shaking and crying and laughing, and I'm like, okay, keep going.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't have said. I don't think I should have said something.
There were a couple of things you shouldn't have said, but we'll see what happens when it comes out.
Yeah,
or if they send you like a rough draft or something before.
But part of me is like, I always like take like the easy way. I always like try to avoid the conflict when I feel like people's entire careers are just saying like controversial takes.
Also, what you didn't say. I feel like now we're just being annoying because it's like we can't say what you said, but you didn't say anything that I didn't agree with that everyone else, even who's watching this,
isn't agreeing with. Side, but we're gonna see how other people.
But the people who were name dropped that are in affiliation and in circles within circles
in the industry, I said I don't fuck with that person.
Okay, and that's what it is. What it is.
But it's going to be fun, and I will talk about that maybe when that comes out. Maybe I'll touch on that on the trail mix because I want to talk more about the heat and the dealing of that. But I think I'm going to get in trouble if I talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
So we're going to pause on that. And kind of crazy to do Truth or Dab for Sweet Feast Hot Ones and then have to do a 5-hour flight to Salt Lake City.
It was a risk that you took that I didn't want to warn you not to take because I know you can do anything if you put your mind to it, but I just didn't want you to shart yourself.
Also, if you were watching my Instagram stories, I got my lip got caught in between my front 2 teeth and I have a bar behind it like Jonathan does, but yours breaks every minute. It's like, they're like giving you plastic ones. Like mine's never broke, but I have a bar behind my front teeth so they don't get to gappy.
It's a retainer. It's a permanent retainer.
Well, that's what they're called.
Yeah.
Well, period.
You're like, I have a bar, a gappy bar. Capybara.
The thing is, mine's never broken, so I don't remember the name of it because it's been installed 15 years ago.
Yeah, mine was installed in like 1999, and they still I gotta go to my annual oil checkup. They gotta run some tests on it. My
bar's a Toyota. Your bar is a PC Cruiser. I don't know.
A Ford. Found on road dead.
Found on road dead. And I had a Fiesta. I can say that.
Okay, so you had it got stuck in between your capybara.
Yeah, my lip, it got caught and it ripped. And one thing about my mouth is anytime I have some sort of abrasion, instant canker sore.
Mm-hmm.
Instant painful canker sore wherever in my mouth. Like I've even gotten a canker sore from my lip being a little bit of a abrasion from toast. From eating a club.
See, and that's the cross that you bear. I have my broken bracket. And
you also get like insane Charlie horses in the middle of the night, and then you're crying and eating banana.
Yeah, these are all
everyone gets something. It's like none of us are safe.
Okay.
We all get those like little like what the hell part of us.
It's truly the rhythm is gonna get you. So just live your life to the fullest.
To the rhythm of the night. So my lip gets cut. It develops into a canker sore. And then I'm on tour.
We know.
I am on tour. And it's actually getting worse. Like it's getting more painful. And I'm buying Orajel. But the thing is I'm very dehydrated and I keep eating salty things. So it's activating it. All this to say, it was crazy to do the Hot Ones ass show with my world's worst canker sore. I was like, actually, I think my lip is going to rip open. Like the spiciest sauce possible. And it's like actively on like an open wound. Like it was not smart. And the top of my lip felt numb for about half a day. But we got on that plane because we had to get to Utah.
Because you're a survivor. And then we made it to Salt Lake City. We have never been there. We have talked about it at an arm's length. Listeners only, he's doing that thing where he's making his mouth go how my mouth goes. But I bet he won't expect this one.
I cannot believe our 4 gay feet touched the sweet, sweet lands of Utah proper.
Camp counselors will be right back after these short messages.
Attention campers, it's your counselor Zachariah, and I'm hitting the road with my brand new live comedy show, the 2025 Big Back Behavior Tour. From the mind of your favorite husky jean wearing big bone baddie, it's gonna be a night of stand-up, wigs, characters, wigs, lots of wigs. And don't worry, Jonathan's opening for me. Call that a Camp 2-for-1 special. So come through and kick your little feet, laugh with us, and you better be barking. We're heading to 25 cities across North America, so click the link in the show notes to see if we're coming to your city. And grab your tickets now before they sell out.
This episode is sponsored in part by Uncommon Goods. The countdown is on. Holiday shopping season is officially here. And if you're like me, you want to find gifts that actually feel personal. Uncommon Goods takes the stress out of gifting with thousands of unique, high-quality finds that you won't find anywhere else. We're talking handcrafted, meaningful pieces that people genuinely remember. And Uncommon Goods has something for everyone, from foodies and mixologists to book lovers and gardeners and the impossible to shop for dads of the world. A few years ago, I ordered a personalized children's book from Uncommon Goods for my friend's daughter, and it had her name printed throughout the story. And 4 years later, she still loves it. It is still her favorite book. Plus, every purchase supports small artists and independent businesses, and they donate $1 from every order to a nonprofit of your choice. So don't wait. Cross the names off your list before the rush. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/camp. That's uncommongoods.com/CAMP for 15% off. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary. This episode is sponsored in part by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever feel yourself playing the budgeting game, shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can be a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help you find options within your budget. Try it today at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states. And now, back to the show.
It really was for me such a pilgrimage that was important for my legacy, for my lore, just to kind of walk in the places where my favorite Mormons have.
Yeah.
To walk in a Mormon shoe is not talked about enough. By me every day, but I don't think collectively as a camp we're speaking about them enough. Because I'm in your rooms. I'm going in your cabins at night and I'm going, what are we talking about? What's the hot gossip? And I don't feel like it's about Mormons enough, you guys. So
this is a Mormon. No, it's not. It's not.
What?
I was gonna say, this is a Mormon camp now. No,
it's not a Mormon camp because I'm not Mormon.
We're just like fascinated by
I'm a Mormon mama though.
And sister wives. I couldn't believe we were literally like I've always said, and actually we did vlog. There is a vlog that you can go watch. But I came to the conclusion, because I've always said there's something in the water, because people there, not everyone, but a lot of things that they portray on telly pop off. And I've always said there's something like in the water, but I do think it is the elevation, because right here we're at like zero degrees Celsius elevation. And there it was 4,500 feet where we were staying.
Yeah. Well, we have a lot of Mormon campers.
We do, and I did not know.
And I've spoken to some Mormons on this tour, and it always comes up for my obsession of Mormons. And what I've come to the conclusion is the Mormons that we're consuming on TV couldn't be further than an actual Mormon. Like they're truly like caricatures of what an actual Mormon is, which take it as you want. I do like the character version too.
No, I listen, if I learned anything from the Fit for TV documentary that I watched yesterday, it is you can't believe everything on television, which is a shock to my system.
Yeah,
because I thought it was all real.
It stings, actually.
Unscripted, the hills.
Well, the morning we woke up in Salt Lake City, I got my hokas on, and I put my headphones in. I said, Jonathan, I gotta go, and I made it to the temple. And I was heartbroken that the temple is covered in scaffolding right now.
Ugly.
And I found out later that the reason why it's scaffolded up, she's got her jacket on, is because they're doing underground drilling, because Salt Lake City, when it was initially built there, the temple wasn't built to withstand like the potentials of an earthquake.
Oh.
So now they're like reinforcing the base of it to protect it from future like devastation, of course. But I went around the open public gardens and I read every plaque. I was plaque maxing, and I was just reading anything I could about Joseph Smith, about the history of the Mormon temple. I was not granted permission to go into kind of like the big center because the organist was playing, which was kind of a bummer, because I wanted to go visit the tabernacle. I wanted to kind of feel the energy of the room, but nonetheless, I did kind of walk around the public gardens and I read all the plaques. So I did feel a connection, a kinship. And then I made my way up San Francisco ass hill, because Salt Lake City is hella hilly. And I walked all the way up the hill to the city capital, the town, the state capital.
Not the country capital.
And that is where Cody Brown went on, I believe, like season 12. They went there to protest against the illegalness of polygamy.
They wanted the sister wives.
Yeah, and not everyone went. And correct me if I'm wrong, campers, because we do have some historians here at camp for sister wives. I do believe Cody went to the protest, and I don't think Christine went.
She's too chicken.
I don't think Janelle went. I really only think Robin and Mary went.
And
maybe
Mary.
Robin didn't go because Robin's pretty chicken.
Yeah.
But Mary, not strong Mary.
Strong Mary, but Mary will do what Mary has to do, which is follow.
Yeah, Mary actually is my favorite this season right now, but that's for another day. So I got to do that. And then I went on this like crazy hike, another 700 feet of elevation up this mountain to like get a better view of the city, which was ridiculous. And I closed my activity ring on that walk because
at like 8 a.m.
8 a.m. because I was on an incline. My heart was like pounding on my chest. I'm like, what am I doing?
Meanwhile, I'm vlogging by myself at the hotel room. I'm like, hey guys, check out this.
And I was boots on the ground. It was really important for me to feel like I was actually in the thick of it because I don't know when I'll be there next. And I've just been so obsessed with Salt Lake City for so long.
It's very true. Can I just say when we checked into the hotel?
Yeah, what happened? Oh.
So we always got just like one bed because it's me and Zach.
Because we're gay and we're a couple. Like, I don't know why I have to explain that, but.
We checked into the hotel. The woman looks at the both of us and said, I'm seeing 2 queens, so I'm giving 2 queens. She didn't say that out loud, but I could tell she said it in her head because we checked in and we had 2 beds. I was like,
That felt weird because my reservation said 1 king bed.
You did double check?
But you know what, though? I'll say this about that. It actually is a better idea for us.
To put stuff on the second bed.
Because we have a lot of luggage on tour and like, I don't care if we're in a queen bed together. Like, we're fine.
Yeah.
And I think the second bed allows us to have our suitcases open, like kind of mulling through it all.
It's true.
It's kind of like a good hack, but it felt like a homophobic hack.
It did definitely feel targeted.
Yeah, because she was like, oh, you together? Okay. I'm like, read the reservation, honey.
It's like, not married, I see.
Yeah, I'm like, this is a Marriott account. Like, look at the history. Like,
hello, what? Bon voyage.
Yeah, that wasn't very Marriott bon voyage of you, but move on. And then the next day in Utah, where did we go?
We went to go visit our friend Erin Guilfoyle, who has been on this program.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to go visit her in Park City, which I guess I just don't understand geography or how to say it.
Park City is west of the city.
Right. So it was like 20 minutes, maybe a half hour away.
That's not true. It was 40.
Okay. So 40 minutes away. And we're in the Uber. All the windows are down on the highway, which is crazy. But once again, the elevation, there's got to be something there. And as we're driving, oh my God, this was a camp counselor moment I was so excited about. We drive under an underpass that looks hella familiar to me. It at first looked like it was under construction. And then I realized, no, that's not dirt that's under construction. That is dirt on a bridge because Zach talked about it in one of his morning announcements, that bridge that they were building for the animals to go across to stop them from getting hit by trucks and cars and buses.
A nature's overpass that I already talked about on the show. We drove underneath it.
We drove, I probably took the world's worst picture.
It's okay.
It's probably blurry. I haven't looked at it since, but I tried to get a good pic. We realized after we had gone under it, but that was really exciting for me.
Yeah, because it's crazy and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Our friend Erin, she like bought a house over there, so we went to go visit her and check out the new house, and then she took us into proper Park City, which is like the bougiest, coolest like spot. It's like where the Olympics are, where they had them. Like you feel the wealth though.
Yeah.
You can feel that it's like
it feels
richy,
like a
richy.
set kind of.
Yeah. Like, and the thing is for Jonathan and I, we are not skiers or snowboarders.
I used to be a skier. I'm retired now.
We love the culture that revolves around a lodge.
Yeah, I love
drinking.
A lodge, and I love seeing like the passers-by going up on the little ski lift. Yeah, I'm very après-ski, you understand. Give me a hot cocoa. It's got to have a milk base. That's the only time I'm going to say that. I don't like water with my cocoa. I'm sorry.
I agree.
But then put a little, oh my God, what is it called that I like to put in it? It's like creamy. It's not a creamer. Rum chata. You put a little rum chata in your hot cocoa at the ski lodge. You're set. I'm a snow bunny on my little bunny hill.
Snow bunny. I'm a bunny lodger.
Yeah.
Lodge bunny.
We got to see all that. There was no snow.
Not yet.
Not yet.
The mountains aren't even open yet.
Literally was supposed to be snowing right now. when it's there.
Well, thank God we weren't, because then we'd be stuck there.
I know that would be a nightmare. But what we did see was Meredith Marks' store from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. However, it was closed for quote unquote renovations.
It looked musty and dusty in there. And I was like, girl, it looked like a liquidation sale. What's going on in there? Because guess what? The rumors and the nastiness of that store were true.
she had like her fake flowers in the window, though.
Yeah, they were
That
like dusty.
Definitely for sale. And then to top it all off, I didn't realize right across the street, not shocking, was Lisa Barlow's bar / not really her bar, but where it's like a Vita tequila. Campers, if you guys watch Salt Lake City, someone knows better than I do. I don't know her association with it. I think it's her bar.
It's not her bar. Her liquor is just like sponsoring the bar, so it's like a partnership kind of.
Yeah, and she
doesn't own the bar.
Oh, okay. And they were trying to possibly do something like Vanderpump Rules there.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're actually going to do that or if I was supposed to say that, but there's that on the hat. And that was closed too. However, it was a Tuesday.
Yeah, it was a Tuesday before peak season, but I loved the idea of that town. Like, it's a bunch of bars, a bunch of restaurants, and the ski lifts drop you off right in the thick of it all. It looks very fun. Actually, I was with a friend last night who is going to a part of Canada that I forget. It's got those crystal blue waters in Canada on the mountain.
I don't know.
Banff. They're going to Banff in January.
Banff Margera?
The campers know. And this is a camp theme podcast, and you know what Banff is? That's
I'm not going to be singled out yet again.
Okay, well, look it up while I talk. They're going to Banff, which is like this beautiful place in Canada where there's a national park. But they have a lot of ski mountains there too. So she's going to this thing I've never heard of. And it's so electric and so exciting. It's basically like the rodeo in snow. So everybody goes down to this like downtown area and picture like a big open street of bars and restaurants, right? And the street's closed off and you're on the sidewalks. Everyone is in very much like Western winter glam, right? It's a lot of hide. It's a lot of like crisscross. It's turquoise. It's cowboy hat. It's jeans, but you're wearing like some snow boots because you're in the snow. And in the middle of the street, horses run down the streets with like, and they're pulling people in like skis and
Clydesdales?
shit. And no, but like it's fast horses. And they're like, yeah, maybe a Clydesdale, but they're like, people are being pulled in skis and they're doing tricks. So it's kind of like cowboys meet snow.
I've never heard of this before.
I have never either. Apparently it's a big thing on TikTok. So she's going this year to Banff, Katie.
Oh, that is
How
incredible.
fun is that?
That sounds so fun. I hope the horses are handsomely paid.
Yeah, I hope so too. But at least they're not sweating.
That's true.
Yeah, they could be in Central Park, which they shouldn't be. Actually, that's closing finally. Thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
But then as we're leaving
Park City?
We're leaving Park City, Park City, bitch, we get into our Uber and it is a woman, a sweet, sweet woman. Her name was Wendy.
Her name was Wendy.
And it felt like one of our friends' moms was driving us home from a sleepover and she was bringing us home and chatting with us in the most like calm demeanor. And she was just so lovely. We learned so much about her. And for like one of the first times only, I was like so down to chat with her.
You're never down to chat to the Uber driver. It's always me. And you're like, zoning out.
I don't leave you hanging and I'm not going to be rude. So no. The way that you will continue to not put down your paintbrush when painting me as a villain on the show is insane. You're running out of acrylics. You need to get more.
What happened on the flight to Portland? Back from Portland.
I took at 4 a.m. when I was engaging in conversation.
I carried that one. Oh wait, keep telling me about Wendy because Wendy was sweet.
You carried that because you were asking more questions. The conversation started to lull campers at 3 a.m. This was at Portland. We're getting ahead of ourselves, and I was letting the conversation lull because it was so early. And then you go, "So how long you been doing Uber for?
No,
What you doing?" Yes, you did.
Because I stopped talking, and then he said, "Had any fun plans for Halloween?" And I said, "Okay, so clearly I'm gonna have to keep talking."
I'll let you live in that reality. But the reality of this one with Wendy was so lovely. She's a flight attendant. The very next day, she had her test where she had to run through all of the safety precautions and she had to do the...
No, I think what it was, I thought that initially too. But the more she talked about it, I think there's a different one they have to do in the emergency.
Oh.
Like a different one that's like when the emergency is actively happening.
Oh.
But either way, you can't. She was basically telling us she's like a mom, right? She's like probably in her like 50s and she's looking for a career change. And she's like, when you do this speech in the training, you literally can't mess up a word or like change anything around. Like you have to say it verbatim.
Right. Or it's like pass fail.
It's pass fail. Like if you mess up one word, it's fail. And she's doing this for, I think, WestJet.
And we were about to pull up at our hotel, and I was like, why don't you record yourself saying it verbatim correctly and then listen to it back like a song you're learning the lyrics for? And you would have thought that I just told her where Excalibur was. She was like, nothing she had ever thought of before. I felt like a genius, which was incredible because that is few and far between these days. Don't let the sweatshirt fool you. I did not go to Harvard. And she was so thankful. And she goes, I knew there was a reason that I'm getting emotional. I knew there was a reason that I went on a drive today, and you are that reason.
Well, she said that she had to step away from the studying because she was so anxious about it.
Yeah, so she started doing Uber.
And she was Ubering in between her studying because she needed a break. And she's like, I had to step away. I'm so anxious. And I was like looking for a sign that everything was going to be okay. And Jonathan, you were dead ass her sign.
She told me I was her sign. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so, oh my God. And on a recent trail mix, like at this point 2 weeks ago, I was someone's sign. Wow. Am I greater than thou? No, I'm not. I'm kidding.
No, but there's a reason for everything. And the reason why she was our driver was for you to give her that little nugget. And I really hope wherever Wendy is.
Oh my God, I hope she passed. I know she passed.
Imagine, so she's doing for WestJet, and we've done WestJet connections before. They're more like regional over there.
Yeah.
But imagine we got Wendy.
You'd
scream.
I would scream.
You'd scream.
I would scream. And then everyone would think something is wrong. And then I'd say, it's okay. Wendy handled it.
No, because Wendy is a safety expert.
No, she's 100% a safety expert. She can read it back, forth, sideways, and underwater.
Well, after that, she dropped us off at her hotel and we had the Salt Lake City show and it was amazing. You guys were so fun. So thank you so much to our Salt Lake City, Utah campers. The room was full and we had a really great time. I was not allowed to bring liquor on stage.
Yeah, the liquor laws were Wait.
What?
What we're leaving out when we went to the gardens the second time, because you brought me.
That was what I was going to say next.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was where I was going next with it.
Okay.
Because I'm doing chronological.
Oh.
Because the show was the night before. We finished the show. It was incredible. So thank you again, guys, for coming. I couldn't have liquor on stage. Wasn't my fault, but I was drinking out of my cup. Utah's just interesting like that. It really is. And the next day before we left, I was like, Jonathan, you need to get out of this hotel. You cannot come to Utah and not see the temple. We're a 15-minute walk. We're going. So we go to get a coffee in the morning. It's a lovely coffee at District Coffee. And then we start walking over to the temple. And we're reading the plaques. And there are people working the temple. And they're like trying to convert Jonathan and I. And we're like, no, it's okay. We're just visiting. And they were like, well, if you have any questions, come talk to us. And we're like, I'm okay.
They wanted us so bad. They
did want us. The guy wanted us.
We walked past and then he called back.
Yeah.
And we had to turn around and we were like, we're not joining your group. We didn't say that at all. I was pretty silent in that, but I was vlogging at the time. I had to turn my camera off. I was like, oh my God, because we're not supposed to be vlogging over there. Whoopsie daisy.
I don't know if you're not supposed to be vlogging, but I think you were kind of like very influencing it out, being like, hey guys, so right now, and I was like, well, maybe just be a little.
I don't care. The Cabin 5 members deserve it.
So as we're like looking at the plaques and Jonathan's vlogging, I had a chai tea latte, or dirty chai, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, campers. Like, I look at Jonathan, I go, no, I think I'm actually going to shit myself at Temple, which is crazy. Like, that's as disrespectful as it gets. And I was like, I didn't know where to go. And it was simply like cramping me at a level that I could not breathe. And I look through the gates and there is a Nordstrom right next to Temple.
That's my church.
Yeah. So I was like, Jonathan, we have to walk now. And you know when it's bad where you actually are in complete silence, like complete and utter silence, and every step is almost like exacerbating the pain. And I'm like hobbling in a Nordstrom. Thank God the bathroom is right by that entrance. I get in there and it was basically like unplugging a bottle of wine. Like that's what it was. The cork was out and everything was everywhere. Oh, and God. I'll spare you the details, but it was
pretty detailed.
It was a disaster. And I can't believe something in that spirit with the chai in the temple, like it activated like a flood in me. And then someone DM'd us later and was like, saw you running into Nordstrom. Wish I could have said hi, but you guys were on a mission. And I was like,
The mission was the toilet.
and thank God, because I would have needed a new pair of denim, but it would have been right there.
We would have been right. It would have been perfect had you soiled your panties.
I don't know if it would have been perfect because that would have soiled right through. That's how bad it was.
Ew, I'm going to have to take you out back and hose you down.
It was hurting.
Oh, God.
Because wait, you know why it was hurting?
Why?
Because the night before, what did we eat that you suggested?
What?
PF chain.
Oh, and that wasn't a good idea. It wasn't a good idea.
Let's talk about that for a minute. I do feel like PF Chang's like used to be better. It was like kind of bad.
Yeah, we also ordered it after the show, so it was like pushing midnight, and mine tasted like plastic and didn't come with any sauces or napkins.
I don't feel like for the money, it's not on my like, and I'm a chain restaurant freak.
I can pass on PF Chang's.
I'll pass on PF any day now.
Yeah.
I don't need to go back.
PF off.
Yeah, literally.
After Salt Lake City, we traveled to Portland, Oregon.
That plane was an awful flight. Campers, every flight was pretty awful to these shows. I gotta be honest with you. Is the world becoming more turbulent?
No, I think I can't.
And they're like,
there's no one
there's no one in the towers. It's like we're the media has made us hyper aware, and hopefully the shutdown is over by the time this episode comes out, because when we were on tour, it was like day 40. So like every airport feels so terrifying because they're like, there's no one working in the towers, and the turbulence because of the time of year is getting worse and worse. And it's like the delays. It was just like I'm so glad to be on the ground.
We almost touched down and then literally shot straight back up in the sky because there was something on the runway.
Well, that was weeks ago.
Oh, was it? Was it that?
Yeah, that was a very long time ago. That was from coming
You're
back
acting
from
like
Vegas.
that was crazy. We've been on like 20 flights. I can't keep. I'm literally just like on autopilot, like the plane is.
I was having a hard time with just the shaking of the planes.
Yeah, it's been getting worse. But Camper, if you're on a plane right now, everything's gonna be okay. You're like basically in jello. But if somebody tells me that,
well, you know what though? All the stress and anxiety and like nothing happened. We were fine. You have to remind yourself that like you're going to be okay, and that the pilot wants to get home too.
Oh, that's such a good way to look at it.
Someone said that on TikTok.
That's so smart. I'm like, pilot doesn't care. I'm like, every time I get on a plane, I'm like, hopefully this one works like the rest of them, right? I'm like, I feel like we're just like playing God a lot, and I just don't, whatever.
Well, I'm gonna play God because I have to get to Portland.
Mm-hmm.
We had a show.
We did.
We can't let down the people of Greater Portland and Greater Oregon. We had a lot of Eugene campers there too.
Yes.
Portland was, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Portland was so amazing. The show was like not even close to selling out like 2 weeks before. And then in the last 2 weeks, it was like the tickets were cranking up there. And it was in this really cool theater called Aladdin Theater. Definitely hella must-see in there, but like that's kind of the fun and charm of it all.
Yes, the fun of it. Definitely smelled like spilled beer.
I'm like, just shampoo the carpets once, guys.
Yeah, once.
People have to sit in here.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked the energy in that room. And I would say from a performance standout, I don't think I've ever done a better Crystal in my life.
It was the best Crystal you've done.
I had great shows, all three of them. My energy was great, and I wasn't forgetting my material. Like everything was solid. They were all three of them were great shows, but something about, because I knew it was the last show. It was the last show of 2025.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've done like maybe 30 shows this year. That was like the last one.
I think more, but yeah.
Yeah, it was an incredible way to
wrap it up.
Yeah, we loved all of you guys. So if you were at the New York show, Salt Lake City, or Portland, thank you so much. I know this was a big top of the episode, but I loved all of these cities and all these visits, and they were incredible. So thank you for coming. And I hope to see you at more shows in 2025.
2026.
There you go.
Camp counselors will be right back after these short messages. This episode is sponsored in part by Boll Branch. It's that time of year when everyone's upgrading something. But if you really want to upgrade your life, start with where you spend a third of it, your bed. Boll Branch's best sale of the year is happening right now, up to 25% off site-wide. Their best-selling signature sheets are made with 100% organic cotton and somehow feel softer every time you wash them. We love our Boll Branch sheets. We sleep on them every night and we swear by them. We actually just gifted Zach's mom for her birthday a set of Boll Branch sheets. It is like sleeping on a cloud. You truly feel the difference. Give yourself and your loved ones the most extraordinary feeling sleep with up to 25% off site-wide, plus free shipping and extended returns during Boll Branch's best sale of the year. Shop now at bollandbranch.com/camp. Use code CAMP. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLAND branch.com/camp for 25% off. Exclusions apply. This episode is sponsored in part by IM8. Do you ever wake up and just feel meh, like your body clocked in, but your brain is still on break?
That's where IM8's Daily Ultimate Essentials comes in. A daily wellness drink that packs the benefits of 16 supplements into one tasty mix. Co-founded by David Beckham and crafted with insights from experts at Mayo Clinic, Cedars-Sinai, and a former NASA chief scientist, IM8 can simplify your wellness routine and make it easier to support your health. This drink is loaded with 92 nutrient-rich ingredients like vitamins, minerals, adaptogens, pre, pro, and postbiotics, and more. It's designed to help you feel good from the inside out. Feel your better self every day with IM8.
Go to im8health.com/campcounselors and use code campcounselors for a free welcome kit, 5 free travel packs, plus 10% off your order. That's im8health.com/campcounselors, code campcounselors.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
And now, back to the show.
Attention campers, please meet at the old flagpole under the tall pine for morning announcements.
Welcome back to Morning Announcements, campers. This is the part of the show where we share news articles with you that you might have missed that we want you to spread like wildfire. Jonathan, what's your article?
My article is coming from the BBC by Ariana and it's titled, "My 1-year-old Eats Books, Toys, Tables, and Even His Cot."
Chewy. He's one?
Yep.
Well, babies chew things.
Not like this. Not like this. Many parents wish they had eyes in the back of their heads when their toddlers start reaching for things they shouldn't. But for Jess Harry, it seems like nothing is off limits for her son, Junior. The mum of two. First, it says mum, and I just feel like I have to say.
The mum of two.
The strong mum of two became aware that he liked to try to eat inedible items when he licked the Velcro in his tactile books as a baby. I feel like I did that too. That's like definitely a sensory thing. I'm like, now what's going on with this? I just need to give it a little taste. But then the 21-month-old has scoffed sand, quote, by the handful and eaten playground rugs. I don't know what that is.
He's just eating it. Is he choking?
No, but it does become alarming, more alarming than that, if you can believe it. Play group rugs as well as furniture all over his home, including his own cot. It wasn't until September that Junior received a diagnosis of pica, P-I-C-A,
yes,
a condition where a person repeatedly craves and eats non-edible items with no nutritional value.
This is exactly what My Strange Addiction was about. It was about pica.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Even if nothing is available to him, he'll seek it out. He will find something, said Jess. The 31-year-old had to pull Junior out of his nursery because he was eating a disgusting amount of sand. Jess admits the ridiculous nature of the situations that Junior sometimes finds himself in, but says there can be a serious side too. So she went on to say that originally, before they knew that he was going to be like chewing on everything in the house, they had a metal like crib that he was in and like a metal pack and play, but he started like chewing on it, and she's like, well, he doesn't want lead in this child, obviously. Or like, I feel like a little piece of metal like started cutting his gums or whatever. So she had to switch to wood, but he's still literally just
woodchucking it.
Yes. He's like a little beaver, like, ngang, 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 ngang. He can't be stopped. And I saw the pictures. It feels like a cartoon. Almost. There's nothing he won't gnaw on. This baby's really going at it. He's like the termites in our backyard.
He's a termite.
He's literally a little termite, eating them out of house and home. And then she goes on to say there's a variety of textures, and she's like listing them in order of what he prefers. Mostly wood. He loves wood. He also loves cardboard. His little brother got a Hot Wheels car. And by the time she was putting her cup down in her like cup holder in the car, she turned around and he had like eaten half the box, the cardboard. And I don't know what that's doing on the
That's
back
it. And
end.
it's really hard to tell like a 20-month-old.
You got to stop
Don't do
doing
that.
it.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
what do you
and it's
do?
like, what are you gonna do? You can't just mittens, maybe.
I would be so scared as the mom.
No,
Like,
it is scary.
I had a version of Pika, but I swallowed a marble and I almost died. I turned black and blue. My dad threw me over his kneecap and took the marble, went up my throat into a place where I could finally get some air in. And then I had to go to the hospital. And then they thought it was too dangerous to get it out of my mouth that they pushed it down. And my parents had to put gloves on for a week feeling around in what was in the bottom of the toilet to make sure that I passed the marble. We're lucky I'm here because I actually was blue.
That was 2018, you guys, when that
No,
happened.
I was 4. It was 1999.
Your parents are using like the poo knife to scrape through your poo.
Ask my dad about that. He goes, for a week. And he goes, we celebrated when we found that goddamn marble.
I'm sure they did.
I'm like, and you know me, I was always eating.
It's plenty to sift through.
There was plenty to sift through in that play box.
Okay, so basically the whole article goes on that they are putting Junior in a safe area with like making sure he's not eating lead paint or anything going on because he's trying to chew on walls, not even corners. He's going straight for the drywall. I'm like, his jaw's gonna come off. His retainer, that's probably messed up.
What's the long-term plan?
I don't know if she has one. I think she shared this story because she's like, this is crazy, but also I want to, 1, normalize it for other families, and 2, find like a community or someone who knows what to do and how to navigate the space.
Oh.
She's found people on Reddit, but also like real life people that, hey, this is a thing. I didn't realize that it was a thing. I knew that there was a movie. It was a horror movie. I forget what it was called. Not Bones and All, was it? No.
So usually with Pika, like people typically end up on like one. It's kind of like there's like a trigger. It's like a group of things. But what's interesting about this little boy is that he loves it all.
He loves it all. He's not
got
picky.
A wide palate.
He is. Oh, but that's the other thing that she said is weird. Now this is weird. When it comes to food, he's a picky eater.
Now he's playing God.
No, now he's playing God because he's like, take me to the sandbox, I'm fed. Take me to PF Chang's, no thank you.
And I don't blame him for that.
And we honestly we really can't.
I'm on his side there with the PF Chang.
But that's that on that.
Oh, we do. You know what I wonder though, when he's older, if the boundaries can start being set. I think she just got to like maybe ride it out. Blessings to this mother.
I know.
And this baby.
That's a lot. You cannot turn your back.
Oh God. Turn your back for 1 second. She's chewing the iPhone in half. It's broken.
And it's gone.
Yeah,
and it's gone. There goes your 2-year Apple
his
Care
favorite
warranty.
dessert, SIM card.
Yeah. Okay, so that's Miss Joy.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing that. My story is coming from The Independent this week by Erin Keller. And the article title is Loose Pig Named Breakfast is Terrorizing Residents of a New York Neighborhood.
Okay.
It starts off, breakfast is on the go in Buffalo.
They had fun with it.
I read this story on the plane yesterday. Jonathan, was I not in tears?
You were.
I was like shaking.
Cackling.
Out loud. I don't care. I'm laughing out loud in 2A. I don't care. Okay, so a pig named Breakfast terrorized the Hamlin Park Historic District neighborhood Thursday, allegedly knocking down a woman during a wild goose chase around town. We've been to Buffalo. We have a lot of Buffalo campers. Which Buffalo camper knew what was going on?
Who looks out the window and saw that little porker running by?
Well, hopefully it wasn't resident Renita Shadwick, because Renita got it bad. So resident Renita Shadwick told 7 News that Breakfast charged at her and attacked her in a bizarre and terrifying encounter. She said, "It was on me, and it grabbed me by the hair like you'd shake a bag of microwave popcorn."
Wait, I'm just. I'm not. Look, I don't want to laugh at.
No, we're
this
gonna
situation,
laugh because it's funny.
But I'm trying to. It grabbed her and shook her hair. Oh, probably with his teeth.
So I also need to highlight this is like a very much like, it's not like downtown city, but like, you know, like when the houses are like kind of close together and there's sidewalks and streets, like we're not
downtown.
We're not in the country here.
Right.
Okay. But we're not also not like in Manhattan, but there's like,
it's like Park City.
It's a little alarming that there's a pig roaming around. So this woman, Renita, she's like just kind of doing what she's doing, doesn't matter.
Literally running errands at the ATM.
A pig darts out of an alleyway and then knocks her to the ground and grabs her by the hair and starts shaking her like a bag of microwave popcorn. She's on the ground and she's screaming, and there's a pig latched onto her hair.
Honestly,
Named
she could be a creative author.
So she's pissed.
She has a way with words.
She is. And she goes, I was able to put my arm around me to protect my face. My second thought was, this is ridiculous. This is a pig on Victor Place in the city of Buffalo? Where did this come from? And then, of course, I started screaming. And then, of course, she started screaming. And I'll say this.
She goes, now that her arms are crossed like this and her head's just being whipped around, she's like, this is ridiculous.
So she did seem shaken up in the interview. And I feel bad laughing, but the way that she's describing screaming, this is ridiculous, and the microwave bag, I'm like, no, she's a comedy writer.
She's a star.
She's a star. But so Breakfast then leaves her alone. Finally, she's like literally battered and bruised on the ground, and Breakfast the pig is running away. So there was a viral video recorded by Shadwick. So she took a picture after, but it was like after the attack. You know
oh my
what I
God!
mean?
So she's
like,
all shaken up and
yeah, and the video quality is shaky. It doesn't show the alleged attack, but captures the surprising moment when a Buffalo police officer run towards the pig, shouting, "That's mine! I got her." So is the cop's pig.
Wait.
And there's a pig joke there, but I'll skip it. The officer identified the pig as Breakfast, explained that his daughter said it escaped under the back fence. This pig was so big. How big was that hole? This is a big pig. Piggy bitch.
Can you have pigs as pets like that?
That's a great question. So neighbors told 7 News that the officer eventually took the pig home. Resident Angie Davis Leverett told the outlet that the incident might seem funny at first, but noted that any animal roaming the streets of the neighborhood could turn into a bad situation. Your first glance is to laugh because that's an unexpected thing to see in the city, but that's dangerous. It's like having a loose dog. So city code does not clearly address keeping pigs or other farm animals as pets. So that's kind of like where you're at. I also forgot to list this part, and this is really funny. Shadwick told the officer that the animal jumped on her and bit her. And the officer replied, saying, she thinks you're going to feed her because you smell so good. Like, this story is so bizarre.
This is so weird. And if the tables were flipped, I just think, so were there consequences for the officer?
I don't think so, because the city ordinance, well, yeah, obviously. Clearly he's going to get away with it. But I don't know. There's like no like bylaws set in place about farm
what to
animals.
do, because if that was a dog and jumped on a woman and attacked her.
So apparently the injuries sustained were not serious, but I think it was just kind of unexpected. So we don't really know where we're at, but Breakfast is fine. And in the article, people were in the news on the news article or whatever. What's it called?
The article.
The video.
Oh, the news clip.
The news clip.
Yeah.
Thank you. They were highlighting some comments on the video, and some people were like, "Thank God Breakfast is okay and the woman's okay." And then the news anchor was like, and someone commented, "Straight to the butcher," which I thought was funny.
Not breakfast.
Breakfast at the butcher.
Having breakfast for breakfast.
Okay, so shout out Renita, sending you love and light.
No, seriously, investigate the officer and what other animals he has in his house.
Grab your bug juice and bear spray, campers. It's time to pack it up and take a hike.
Welcome back to Take a Hike. This is the part of the show where we bitch a little. We tell something to take a hike. What I'm telling to take a hike right now, I believe, was a Camp Crush at some point. So this is the second time I'm turning my back on a Camp Crush. Maybe it wasn't, maybe it was. But right now, what I'm telling to take a hike is Pinterest. Pinterest has been pissing me off. It is the holiday season, right? And I like to add all of the stuff that I'm going to buy people for gifts into a private. Make sure you're making it private if you're going to do this, but don't use Pinterest. I put it into a private board, and then it starts recommending other things that would belong on that board, right? It's just kind of how the algorithm works.
That was your crush of the week.
Yes.
You did have that. That
Right.
feature was a crush.
That feature.
Yeah.
But something happened. Something changed. There was an update to the app because now when I open it, it plays a little animation that I don't care about. They're trying to keep it shiny and new. Sometimes if it ain't broke, don't fix it because
no
you're
one's
making it
looking
worse.
for constant app updates. Stop doing, like, let it go.
Do you want to take a tour of our new updated website? No, I do. No, I actually don't. Thank you so much for asking. Nobody cares as much as the person who put it together, and like, great job for you.
But we don't need to clap, and you didn't do that
I don't
job.
need to, oh my God. And then it goes like, here's slide 1 out of 13. Here's this new feature that I'm never going to use. Why are you adding all this dumb stuff that's doing nothing but slowing down my phone? But what I'm really complaining about is the touch is so sensitive on there. It is like nothing else on your iPhone. You go to scroll, you do the lightest like tap when you're scrolling up with whichever finger you prefer, and you are clicking on that ad. It is opening up a new Amazon cart.
Are they trying to get
things
clicks?
in your car? Oh my God, the clicks. I'm going to say this.
Say it.
In my belief, I believe that they're really just banking on people accidentally clicking shit to get better ad venue, whether they're selling stuff through that click or not. Why am I trying to add a guitar pick? Chris, my brother, click off. This was for your holiday shopping. I'm trying to add this cool guitar pick holder in his board. Why am I in the Kohl's app with a $75 face roller in my cart? How does that happen? And I'm not saying this as a geriatric person being like, I just don't understand it. The sensitivity on that app needs to be investigated by the FTC. That is what I will say.
Big FTC, Jonathan.
And I don't heart the FTC, but there's something fishy going on. It's almost like, now I'm on a roll. What also pisses me off on TikTok is Amazon in specific. So small mom and pop shop. Maybe you've heard of Baldini. He has programmed these things to look like, you know, when you get photos and you slide through the photos, it looks like a photo. And then when you go to slide through it, it opens the app because you're clicking on it. And like, I'm not about that. I don't like that. You're playing people in a time when people don't want to be played. Not that people ever have, but don't do it to people. Don't do it to people who the holidays are coming up. And God, it is a crazy world out there right now. So I'm pissed off on everyone's behalf, but more specifically on my own behalf. So Pinterest, bye. But I still have to use it because all the gifts I'm buying are on it. And it's like, it is unfortunate. It's annoying. They just got to figure that out. They got to fix it.
Well, it could. Maybe put that in the grievance box.
I have it connect at Pinterest and I kind of want to be like, hey, fix this. They reached out to me about like doing content and working with them. And I'm like,
when?
Like 2 years ago.
Well, yeah, use that email.
It wasn't like a Pinterest brand deal. It was like, start posting on Pinterest. And I was like, I don't need to post on another platform. Thank you so much. So what do you want to vent about?
My travel bloat. Oh my God. If you saw me perform this week, I looked 6 months pregnant at every show. And like, I've been home for like less than a day and it's already coming down. And I think it's really, I'm not drinking enough water. I think that's really what it is, but it was really scary this week. And I'm looking for tips from the community on how to better look skinny and hot on trips. And was I eating a lot of salt? Yes. Was I drinking like a fish? Yes. But that's not what I said. And that's not what I'm asking. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong what's going on in the sky. What is Big Sky doing to my body?
It's the compression. I have to wear compression socks now. Not compression socks, but I should be wearing compression socks. But tube socks is what I have to wear when I'm in the sky because I bloat.
So I was Googling. I was on my phone. I was Googling how to get rid of these symptoms. I was like, what's happening? Because we landed in Salt Lake City. I could not stop farting.
Like, that was strange.
I was like literally
tells you
woofing nonstop.
That's why Mary's farting in Housewives of Salt Lake City.
And then I looked up and it said higher altitudes can cause more gas. So it's pretty prevalent. And then I also want to say side note, I had to Google myself for a work thing. And Google AI has changed the photo of me to be me in drag, which is like kind of crazy.
Crystal, not even mom.
Yeah, it's like Zachariah.
Someone else took that picture.
It's Zachariah Porter. And it's a picture of me in Crystal drag on stage on this tour. And I'm like, does that have to be the first picture of me? But I digress. But if you were, and I take a hike as myself, I would like your help with this, but I do want to make an apology to anybody that was flying Alaskan Airlines from Portland, Oregon to Boston, Massachusetts on November 6th at 7 a.m. If the plane was stink, The plane was stinky. It was me. I was pushing in 2A. And I know the air was traveling backwards. And oh my God, I have my headphones in. I don't even care if people hear it. I gotta get this out of me. I was ripping ass for 6 hours at 32,000 feet.
30,000 feet.
Oh my God. I could not be stopped. Something was wrong with me, and it's medical, and it's already coming down. What do I do? But if you're on that plane, that was bad. It was me.
And I'm looking around like people are going to think it's me because I'm closest to the public eye. You know, you're tucked away in the little corner, and I'm like out
I was
here.
by the window.
Yeah, and I'm over in Stink Vision 2.0.
Yeah, you had to wear a
making eye
mask.
contact. It was nasty.
Yeah, the people behind me though, oh my God, they probably passed out.
No, the guy directly behind you took his shoes off. I said, "Who opened a bag of popcorn?" I turned around. His loafers were off. You know when hot loafers and hot socks?
Hot loafer is the worst.
There's ain't nothing like it.
No, something about that weathered leather.
Something about weathered leather with your nasty old man gout foot.
Oh, gout. Oh, gout foot?
Yeah.
You want to talk about gout?
Camp counselors will be right back after these short messages. This episode is sponsored in part by Factor. Fall always feels like a reset. The air is crisp, the schedules get hectic again, and suddenly you realize it's dark before dinner. Life is busy, and finding the time to actually cook can be tough. That's why I love Factor. Their chef-prepared, dietitian-approved meals make it easy to stay on track and eat something that feels comforting and delicious. And Factor has added even more variety. They've got premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp at no extra cost. So if you're trying to stay balanced while everything else gets busier, Factor makes it easy to feel the difference no matter your routine. Eat smart at factormeals.com/camp50off and use code camp50off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code CAMP50OFF at factormeals.com/camp50off for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. This ad is brought to you by Viiv Healthcare, the makers of Apretude, cabotegravir. You never skip your SPF, and you carry hand sanitizer like an accessory. But what are you doing for HIV prevention? One way to help protect yourself from HIV is Apretude, a prescription medicine used to reduce the risk of getting HIV in adults and adolescents weighing at least 77 pounds. You must be HIV negative to receive Apretude and get tested before each injection. If you think you were exposed to HIV or have flu-like symptoms, tell your doctor right away. More HIV testing may be needed. Apretude does not prevent other sexually transmitted infections. Practice safer sex to reduce your risk. Get Apretude as scheduled. Missing doses increases your HIV risk. Don't take Apretude if allergic to it or taking certain medicines that may interact. Tell your doctor about your medical conditions, liver problems, and mental health. Serious side effects include allergic reactions or rash, liver problems, and depression. If these occur, get medical help right away. The most common side effect is injection site reaction. Bring your A game and talk to your doctor. Learn more at apretude.com or call 1-888-240-0340. And now, back to the show.
Do you think the new counselor likes the top bunk or the bottom bunk? Over.
Either way, I'm giving them my boondoggle keychain. Over.
Welcome back to Camper Crush of the Week. We're leaving the negativity behind, okay? And we're leading this segment with love and light. Who you loving, who you snogging? Give it to me, baby.
Well, campers, we are right back on the plane because let me brighten it up because people are going to be traveling. I don't know whose flight's going to be canceled. It's a crazy, scary time. But whether you are in a plane, a train, or you're a passenger princess, might I remind you of an app you may have had on your phone at one point in time, Temple Run. Who remembers Temple Run?
Of course.
I forgot I had it downloaded in my phone, recently updated my phone, another take a hike for another time, but I was going through all my old stuff, deleting everything I don't need, and I said, oh my God, I forgot about that. I start playing, and all the turbulence that's going on. Nothing relaxes you quite like having this little man running after. What were those things chasing you? They were like dogs with like flaming skull heads. What was that
Oh,
about?
I thought it was a big stone chasing you.
No, now you're just thinking of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That's what I thought the point of the game was.
It was, but you're being chased by three like they're like dog people. I think they're just like the demigods, maybe.
I didn't think about the game that much.
I love it. So might I interest you in re-downloading it, considering doing it? If it might not be too late, but you can get a little Halloween freebie. We're a little out of the Halloween season, but it was a free character. You can get a little a scarecrow of all things.
That's fun.
It is, and I downloaded it, obviously, a free character. If it's free, it's for me. And then I was thinking to myself, what other things, and I'll keep this short. What other things can I recommend for the campers to download besides reading for like long flights or long travel days for the holiday season or any day of the season or any season of the year, I mean. So these are my top 5 that I have downloaded on my phone. They are all games, okay? Number 1, and this was a big one when we were in New York, when we would take the subways and I would need like a little distraction because Wi-Fi doesn't work, so you can't scroll. But might I interest you in Spiral Roll?
You had a big spiral phase.
I love this game. It is so easy. The levels keep getting bigger and everything gets prettier, but it doesn't get much harder. It's like a little chisel that digs into wood, and then the wood starts to make a little spiral roll, and you have to fling it, and you got to get it in hoops. You got to get it, knock over brick walls. It's a whole load of fun for the whole family. So might I interest you? Also, not sponsored, but absolutely should be. Next one, Flow. Now this one needs an update. Actually, it doesn't. Let me bring it back to what I said before. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, Jonathan. It's a very simple game where you're a little connecting the dots, but you can't cross the lines. You know which one I'm talking about? My brother's not a big gamer when it comes to phone applications, and he still plays this one. And I showed him 6 years ago. I'm shocked. He's on level like 946. And the last one that I'll mention is, well, besides Monopoly Go, obviously, but it's called Roll the Ball. It's another like little puzzle game. They're just easy, simple things that don't, drive you crazy. Just to keep yourself entertained and distracted. However, I did have to catch myself playing Temple Run. When they start going too fast, I'm like, okay, this thing's better slow down, And then when the guy died, I almost like yelled. I was like, fuck. And then I was like, don't do that on a plane. Don't do that on a plane. So watch yourself. Watch yourself. But Temple Run is my camp crush. I don't know why, but it is. What are you question
on? You're probably thinking to yourself, why didn't Zach talk about that? Why didn't Jonathan mention that? How did they go all the way to Salt Lake City and not talk about Swig? Yeah, we went, but I had to save it for this part of the show because it needed its own segment. We finally got a traditional, real deal Mormon dirty soda.
Yes, we got a little swig of the swag.
I say it's Mormon because you guys have it. The Mormons have it in replacement of
a
cocktails and coffee. Yeah, it's kind of like they don't drink coffee. And they don't drink cocktails. So the Mormons love a dirty soda. And obviously, I feel like Secret Life of Mormon Wives really kind of like elevated the dirty soda of it all.
Yes, I didn't really understand it or had ever heard of it.
I heard about it during COVID because I saw it on TikTok.
Oh, I didn't.
So on our last day in Salt Lake City, we took an Uber to Swig. We got out of the car, and unfortunately, the lobby or like the restaurant part of it was closed, and it was drive-through only. And Utah state law, so many like Utah state law. It's like, God, Utah, like relax, please. Utah state law says I can't walk through the drive-through. So we had to get another Uber.
When we did try to walk.
Yeah, I did. I was there. I don't care. I'm getting a soda. I was like, can I go to the window? And they're like, you can't.
The girl was cool though. She tried to help us out. She's like, I literally like, I can't take your order. I'll get yelled at.
She was like, get another Uber and get the Uber driver to drive you through. And I was like, okay. So I order the Uber driver and he gets there. I go, I need a big favor. Can we just go through the drive-through? I will give you a great tip. I will buy you a swig. I need to get these. And I will say he was kind of a diva about it. He was like, oh, fine. I'm like, relax. Okay. It's a $10 trip and I'll buy you a soda and I literally tipped him $10, tipped him the ride price.
Yeah.
And he was like a diva about it. And then when we got to the drive-thru, the girl was like, you made it. And then all of a sudden he cared. He was like, oh, it's a thing. I'm like, yeah, be a part of it. but he didn't want to drink.
He didn't. I was kind of disappointed. I was like, get something else so we can try it.
Can we take a sip of yours? But we got 4 different flavors and they were so exciting. We went back to our hotel, and if you watch the Patreon vlog, it'll be on Patreon so you can really see, but we'll give you the names of them really quickly. Jonathan, which ones did we got? We got Waikiki, Princess Peach, Texas Tab, and what was your last one?
Oh my God, this is the only one I don't remember what it was.
Pinky Stinky.
What was it?
I don't know. It's pink. So I'm calling it Pinky Stinky.
Oh, Weekender.
I'm going to tell you my favorite. And my favorite was a Princess Peach. It was Dr. Pepper coconut cream with peach. It was so yummy.
I'm not going to tell you which one my favorite was because this is your camp crush. And if you want to see the full review, you can go
on patreon.com. So it was really exciting. And I just want to say, I have tried to make one of these here.
We tried. I didn't realize how long ago it was. We did a Patreon video for Cabin 5 and I checked the date and it was 2024.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a couple months ago, but I was wrong.
Those were pretty good though when we did it then.
I don't remember.
They weren't bad, but why I'm saying that is because it didn't feel right because they cracked the code. There's like a certain way they're doing it. I was putting too much cream. When I went with Kira last summer, we were I don't know what happened. We went out to eat and we were like buzzed for sure. And neither of us, Jay was driving and we were screaming at him. We're like, take us to Cumberland Farms. Take us to Cumberland Farms. We got to make dirty soda.
Oh wait, I was with you.
Yes.
We were with Ashley. Ashley was driving.
Oh, Ashley was driving.
Yeah.
So Ashley was driving us. Kira, we were screaming, we're thrashing. We go into Cumberland Farms and I go, Kira, how do you make it? Kira goes, I make these all the time. She made it once. I put so much cream in mine, and now that I've had one, I'm like, why did I dump a half a quart of cream in the soda?
It does not need to look like an iced coffee.
Yeah, but mine was so disgusting when I made it, and I'm like, now I understand the ratios. Now I understand what I'm doing wrong.
They have a science to it, and I think you got to put the cream first. I think you put the half and half first. You put the coconut cream first with the ice, and then you finish with the soda. And I think that's what the problem can be.
I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right. But it was everything I dreamed it would be in that. But I also want to say one more thing about Mormons. Because I don't know, if I don't say it now, that I'm never getting off my chest. And it was really enlightening.
Until the next time we talk about Mormons.
So, but in the context of being there. So when I was in Portland, I met up with this guy who makes these really great videos, Brady Smith. He's a dentist. I did this whole very funny, laughing my gas off, teeth cleaning thing, comedy interview. His wife, Jocelyn, picked me up at the hotel. I quickly find out that they're Mormons, and she was like, did you like Salt Lake City? And she kept being like, oh, but we're not like those kind of Mormons. I'm like, listen, Jocelyn, I have nothing against Mormons. I'm not making fun of you guys. I just am interested in it. But tell me all your tea. So we were getting to chatting about people, and I was telling her how many people I've met in this industry that are Mormon that I didn't think were Mormon.
It's true.
And I said, you guys are so many dancers specifically are Mormons that I've met through TikTok, dancers.
I didn't put that together, but you're right.
So, and she made a very interesting comment about Mormons that I thought has really resonated with me that I never knew. So apparently the Mormon church encourages its people to really, push themselves and to grow their talents. So if you have an affinity to something or you really love something, the Mormon church is always pushing them to be the best they can be at it. So that, and I kind of, I respect that because I feel like a lot of times the culture has swung a little too much, in my opinion, to it's okay. You tried your best. And I like that the Mormons are still out here being no, you need to be the best of the best. I think maybe some people will view that as toxic. I think that's a way to be the best. And that's why I'm so many Mormons make it in the industry because I think they tell themselves that
they have to.
They have to.
Push.
They have to push.
Is Abby Lee Miller Mormon?
I don't think she's Mormon, but I won't list the TikTokers that I know that are Mormon dancers.
We can't. We literally can't.
Essentially every single one of them.
Yeah.
But the church, it's not. I don't think it's a negative thing either. I think the church is you're good at this. Keep going. Keep going. And I think too often in life, we're if it gets too hard, stop. But they're not like that. I like that.
The Osmonds.
They were just, the church was you're good at this. You're going to keep going.
Interesting.
Isn't that interesting? I like it in a good way. So, I know that has something to do with Swig, but
keep dancing, Mormons. Dance for Christ.
What song's been stuck in your head all week? Welcome to Camp Songs.
Well, welcome back. It's that part of the show where we share what songs have been stuck in our head all week.
Hope you guys are dancing. You better be.
You better be jumping.
Start those toes a tapping. I'm gonna go first, obviously. So the song that I'm adding to our playlist that you can listen to now on the go with your friends is brand new. It just came out. You guys, I'm so sorry. It's probably old news, but listen, we gotta record these early because of tour. But the song I'm adding to the list is "Mature" by Hilary Duff.
Is it actually good?
Now,
I didn't hear it yet.
let me start with the bad. Hold on.
Okay, sorry.
So I have said this, and Zach is the only person that I have heard agree with me, and you guys can totally not agree with me. But I've said this for a long time. I love Hilary Duff.
Love.
That's not the part that people are disagreeing with. But I've always thought, even when she was putting music out, which I have on CD.
You were a fan.
I have Metamorphosis on CD. Okay. And I have her Christmas album, Down Santa Claus Lane, on vinyl. Okay.
Well, no one
it's
asked
right
for
on the
that.
other side of this cabin door. I'm not even kidding. You know who got me that? Trish.
That's a classic Trish gift.
Trish is so good at giving gifts. And I love Hilary Duff. But what?
A girl named Trish, she's just so good at buying gifts.
Oh, she just all the holidays, please.
Trish loves the holidays. A girl named Trish, that's a girl you can trust.
No,
We love it, Trish.
Literally my friend Trish. Love you, Trish. Okay, so oh my God, also she gave me Buffy. Anyway, here we go. I'm just like nervous to say it. I don't think Hilary Duff is a fantastic singer.
I don't think she's a singer at all.
I don't think she's a fantastic dancer or performer. I think she gives us iconic songs. I think I am so nostalgic for the time. I think I don't know her as a person, but from what I know of her, I think she is such a good person. I think she's stunning. She's beautiful. I love to see her in movies, and I overall love her.
Love her.
Yes, but when it came to her
Music?
new song coming out, I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I didn't believe it. I didn't think she was going to do it until she announced it. And then everyone was like begging for it and hyping her up. And in my head, I thought, oh, she doesn't want to do it because it's like, I don't know, the music scene just seems so like ugly and scary. You know, you hear all these horror stories.
And she's been on break from it for like decades.
Yeah, so I thought she was just being pushed by Disney to do something she didn't want to do. Was my entire life what I thought her singing career was, because I didn't think she was like the greatest, right?
Yeah, the Gossip Girl clip.
Yeah,
like
right.
I need to play that in front of anybody and go, no, defend that.
But
I love game.
I know, but I don't want to talk shit on her because this new song is once again not vocally the most incredible, but it is such a fun like beat. I like the beat. I really do.
Is it clubby?
It kind of takes me back to like 2016ish. It's like
good.
It's like old techno clubby, but it's not that old. In the music video, what?
Sorry, I'll say it after.
I thought you saw a raccoon out
No,
the window.
I saw the most incredible epiphany of my life. I can't wait to share it.
Do you want? I can pause.
No, it's insane. Like, should I tell the camper says?
Yeah.
2006, an incredible year. I've been saying that my entire life. Also, collectively, the world has agreed that 2016 was one of the best summers of our lives. So is there a cycle on the 6 of it all? Which means that next year is going to be an incredible year. I think we need hope.
Here's to hoping. Because
2006 was a great year. 2016, a great year.
2026. I really hope this ages well.
Right? No, but I think we need a little hope.
We need some hope.
That's why we said 2016. I was like, wait, no, it could be good.
No, we're just giving hope solo to everybody.
Okay.
And basically, the song, I like the song. I like the messaging because it's really about like
being mature,
but also it's kind of, what was that guy's name? Oh my God, campers, I'm so sorry. What was his name? He wrote one of the songs and I didn't realize one of the Madden brothers until you said that there was a creepy age difference. Or no, one of the campers told me there was a creepy age difference, one of her exes. The song's like about that. She's like, you look like me before I got smarter. You look like me. You didn't listen to it. So I'm really just talking to myself.
It's about her ex's current girlfriend.
Yes. But also like sending a warning signal to the girlies. It's like older sister pop. It's good advice without tearing a woman down.
She has always been older sister. I named my dog after her as a kid. I said Lizzie.
Period.
I love Hilary. I love Hilary so much. I think she's incredible. I just don't know if she is an amazing singer, but does it even matter? Who cares what I think?
I know.
Who cares what I think?
It's a good song, and I say good for her. I
Good for
want
her.
nothing
I
but
want her to
good
win
things for her.
always.
That's why I'm adding it. And I did listen to it multiple times. I
had to
really
listen to
did.
it for this.
And at the end, she opens her hand in the music video, and it's a butterfly from Metamorphosis, and it like flies away, and she walks off like, So will we have new music coming for her?
Yes, there's an album.
Yeah.
This is the first single.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Someone check on Kate Steinberg. Is she okay? She loves the 2000s. Okay. So that's that on that. Thank you so much for listening to Hilary Duff.
Now to do my singer is a child star that actually is a good singer, Ariana Grande. Now that was a girl who always was supposed to be a performer.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make me hate her. Just like even with the Wicked press tour, I'm like, you know what? I love this girl. I think she's so talented. I think she works so hard. And I think anytime anyone has anything bad about her, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, she can stand on business. Her vocals are insane. Her acting is incredible. And I am so excited to see the new Wicked. But this song actually was I played it so much on tour this week. And it's going to be like a new thing for me before I perform. And it's a song Just Like Magic.
Okay. Oh, I'm thinking of Supernatural. How's that one go?
No, Just Like Magic.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just Like Magic. Wait, I can do actually. Actually, I'm not going to sing because that's annoying. But the song really is about manifestation and kind of speaking good into the universe because you deserve good things and knowing that your karma will ride in your favor. If you're a good person, good things are going to happen to you. Just like magic, middle finger to my thumb, and then I snap it. Just like magic, I'm attractive. I get everything I want because I attract it.
Wow.
Like, I have been, when I get anxious about performing, I'm in my head, I'm like trying to run through things, and I have to tell myself, now I'm doing this, where I'm going, no, this show is going to be amazing. Because I know what I'm doing, because I've done this so many times, because people in this room want to have a good time, and I'm going to give them a good time because I'm worthy of this job, I'm worthy of this success, and I'm worthy of doing this because I know I can do this. Like, stop the negative self-talk. Once you start doing that, oh my God, it is so hard to pull yourself out of that. And I feel like this song launches me in going, oh no, I got this. Because why don't I have this? Why can't I have this? I deserve to have this. I've worked hard for this. And I'm going to reap what I've sowed. And I'm going to enjoy myself and let everybody in this room enjoy themselves as well. And I feel like all three of my shows, I gave like such good energy. And like, just, I felt so sharpened with it. And I think because all day long I was like, it's going to go great. It's going to go great. It has to go great because it will go great.
And it's just like magic, you know?
I just think manifestation is really good. And I'm doing this thing now where I'm outwardly speaking it. Now, I'm saying like, this is what I want. Tell the universe what you want. Look for signs. Believe in good things because you are a good person. And you never know what's going to happen. Life could take a crazy turn at any point, but it's easier to stop catastrophizing everything before it happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm trying really hard to do that.
And this episode's wrapping up. So after this episode, maybe just like say it out loud, you know? Why not?
Yeah, whatever you want, you deserve it, camper. Like, just ask the universe for it and lead into life thinking you're going to get everything you want because you deserve it and you should, and you're working really hard for it, and things are going to unfold in a really great way. I believe in you. I really do.
Amen. Stock market's crashing, but that's okay because I saw my angel number.
Jonathan, I'm trying to keep it positive. Okay.
I'm trying to keep it silly. Okay. So thank you guys so much for listening and or watching. I know that was like, I had to do something. There's people listening. They listen about me. They know my name. They know everything. They know anything. Okay,
you're in. It's too
about
much.
me. I had to finish it. Okay. Thank you guys so much for listening. Give us a 5-star rating and review anywhere that you can. We greatly appreciate it. It helps us out on the back end.
Yes. And guys, just so we're aware, we will be back on Monday for a trail mix. But next Wednesday, there will be no episode. It is the day before Thanksgiving, and we will be with the Carsons in Pennsylvania. So there will not be an episode next week, but don't worry. We will be ramping it right back up for you at the top of December. But we'll see you Monday for Trail Mix. And with that being said,
lights out, campers.